Hey guys.
Hello.
It's day one of the next week. I just put the workshop number 12 online today, and we're gonna start shooting because we're gonna be doing stuff all week. So every day we'll add a little bit, and then I'll put it up next Wednesday or today if you're watching it when it goes up. So you guys saw the floor. It ended about there when the video came out last week. But this week we've continued on forward, and Addie's pointing at the
cool vent cover.
Yeah. Alright. Pull that up just so they can see. We got to cut holes in the vent itself yet, but yeah, very nice custom
And
bamboo
we'll be able to,
covers. Yeah.
And we'll be able to put a design in.
Maybe with Flint's new laser.
Woohoo!
That might be interesting. So there's the floor. And more floor out to there. I've got to create some sort of framing for the wiring pit there. Can't get any further until we do that, but we did get the floor coming out here.
In my office.
Up to the wall here. And then up underneath Addie's desk, which required a little bit of moving of some wires. There was a speaker cable that used to go down in the floor here, but all the theater stuff downstairs is going to be moving anyway, so I just pulled that and ran it down the plenum space that's around that vent pipe for now. And I want to add conduit that runs down that plenum space eventually. Yeah. But yeah, the floor is continuing along in here now. Oop.
It's all professional.
Yeah, all the lines are perfect. So even after it crosses the line, the seams are still lined up in the same spacing as they are for the rest of it. Which means a little bit more wasted material and a lot more cutting is required, but it looks amazing. Alright, more updates probably tomorrow as we do more.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, it's Thursday. I'm starting early today, and we've got up to that wall, and now we need to work around that wall, so I'm starting to pull up the carpet on this end of the studio. Next up will be the tack strips and such. But what I'm really dreading is having to move this, because it is attached to the wall by 15 cords. So that isn't going to be fun. I have to shut down like all video editing and music production and all that while this is disconnected from the wall. But we'll get there. One step at a time. Okay, it's the end of the day. Progress. Lots of tack strip gone. Lots of carpet gone. Lots of carpet left to go.
Tiny sparks? What are you talking about, tiny sparks?
I don't know. Addie's doing customer service. Evidently there's sparks coming out of something. Ah, typical day at Tymkrs. Alright, more updates tomorrow. So here's something you don't get to see every day. We've got the Tymkrs studio desk pulled out. Getting ready to tear this carpet up. So that's what is required to connect the controller to the servers, where all the computing happens back there, and all of the controller, speaker crap, audio interfaces, power conditioning, all that happens in here. It's not as messy as it looks. There's just a lot going on. A lot of the complication actually has to do with being set up for podcasting. There's the audio interface side of things. Big snake coming out of there, running through the hole in the back. Over to the other rack. Can't really see too much in here because the turntable's in the way. Sneak you up in here. The bundle coming in. I've been dreading this day for a really long time. Because if I miss any of these wires when I hook it back up, it's going to cause trouble Monday morning when I go to edit Rabbit Hole. Alright, back to work. So there's the carpet and the padding gone. Getting ready to pull up tack strip. Very, very loud, sweaty job. Whoever installed it did a really good job. It is not moving. Ah, cleaned up. I get a nice clean floor. All the staples are gone. All the nails are re-hammered in. Any of the loose floorboards are screwed down. Tack strip is out. Everything's all swept and nice. And now I have to get ready for Rabbit Hole. It's Friday. And we need to continue this run, or this course, around the edge of this wall. And then from that edge, we can work back to the line of that wall. And then I can fill in this whole area and cut out that vent. And then the desk can go back. And we only have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to do it. But Friday is Rabbit Hole. Saturday, evidently we're going with Flint somewhere. Something about fall foliage. And then Sunday. So hopefully in the in-between hours we'll be able to actually get around this corner and work over and cut that vent out. Oh, it's going to be a busy weekend. Okay, so we're working on the punji pit. And I decided instead of having it square at 16 by 16, well, 14 and a half by 14 and a half, I thought it might be smart for the future to have it be 14 and a half by 23 or 22 and a quarter. Because when you put in the lip that goes in here for putting the floor door cover thing in place, the lip leaves a nice space for doing 7U of 19-inch rack space inside the floor.
Mm-hmm. Very convenient.
And that'll make it really nice for doing modular changes to what sits in the floor here. Now it's mostly just going to be like connection points that go through the box here over to the recording studio, but having a rack on this side with conditioned power off of the other rack essentially translates to this being part of that rack in general.
Right. So super convenient.
Which is nice. I mean, if you're going to put like a headphone distribution amplifier over here or something like that, that's just going to make life better. So we're going to do it for a 19-inch rack that flush mounts inside the floor and can be covered up by bamboo.
Cool.
But I got to finish cutting this hole, so let's do that.
This is the 3-clamp method. So if you have a straight edge that you want to make sure stays in place, always keep one side of it clamped.
2 sides, 2 points, always clamped it.
Yeah, 2 points. And then bam. That leaves you with
Okay, there's that. The rest is just cleanup.
and that reference lumber there that we have has been jointered on one side so that it provides a 90-degree face.
Plain.
Plain. So just for a reference here, we're using the side joists of as reference for where the end of this pit comes in. And we are likewise planing to that, so. And the tool of choice was the Dremel Multimax. It's pretty handy for cutting holes. You could use a circular saw if you wanted to, but I don't know, do you think this one gives you more control?
Yeah, you can see what you're doing.
Yeah, I think that's a big deal. So let me just show you that tool. And you can change the speeds and you can change the heads as well. And we use this for also taking up the linoleum. So multiple purposes.
Alright, now we get a nice close to perfect hole, and we'll use a bit of that cutout to fill in the gap there of where the seam was.
Yep. Is it the right height?
Yeah. Now we can screw that down and trim off the excess.
The excess.
It'll be like nothing ever happened.
Okay.
Clean the dust out of here though. Hand me that little Dremel sanding attachment thing there. It's got Velcro on the bottom. It's like a toothbrush for your floor.
Minty freshness.
You know, I have been noticing when you cut wood that's this old, it smells different than new wood does. I wouldn't call it minty fresh, but it definitely reminds me of my youth.
Back in the good old days?
Yeah. Back in ye old yonder times.
Okay, the wall
Where's
and
my
screws.
box of screws at?
You might be asking why we're putting this small little piece back in when it was cut out originally. It was an overzealous moment.
No, this is a seam.
Oh,
This board came out to here,
yeah.
and the original hole that Peter cut was here. So when these two pieces came out, there was a seam on this corner, but there wasn't one here because this is a sheet that continues this way.
Okay.
So it just was the way that the floorboards happen to be.
Oh,
But there will be bamboo over the top of this, so we need to make sure that there's something under it. Alright. It's ugly, but it's gonna work well. Oh.
Next up,
Build the lip.
build a box?
Frame thing, yeah.
Okay. Punji pit.
It's
Near.
1 a.m. on Saturday.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh. And we are finishing up the inevitable trap for unwitting punji pit fallers.
Bamboo pit.
Bamboo pit fallers. You will then...
And he's been working on getting everything marked out so we can finish up the wood around this thing.
Yes. It's getting there. And for any of you guys who want to do floors, the worst part is having to do these little edges. But once you get it done, we're all okay. So that's the last cut for the punji pit, and then actually the rest of it should be relatively smooth, yeah?
Well,
except for the
that
vents.
vent right there. Yeah.
Danged vent. All right.
Let's go cut this.
Okay. Salutations and greetings. It might be 2 o'clock.
It's well past 2 now.
Is it?
Yeah.
3 o'clock in El Mañana.
Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Right. There is Punji Pit.
It's all pungied out.
Yes.
That hole looks
Do
pretty
not
good,
fall.
actually.
Yep.
It'll look a lot better when we do the cover, too.
Yep. So that's, I think we have all the wood framed for that frame.
Yep.
And we've got all the wood currently out, and there's subfloor. So we're gonna get to that tomorrow after cleaning it up a bit. But bum bum.
Yep.
All right, I think we're gonna go
Sleep time.
pass out. Ciao. It's Sunday evening, and Flint and Elise have just left. Thank you, guys, to all of all of the work that you guys helped
You're
us
an
do.
awesome tripod.
No.
There we go.
Oh, what are we looking at? Your desk.
Yeah.
Is it connected?
No.
Oh, and then there is the monolith rack. So we got obviously all the flooring down.
Well, not all of it.
Well, I mean, like under the desk here.
Yeah, so I'll actually be able to edit Rabbit Hole this week.
Yep. And then we got all the carpet out from here, and then we still have some staples we need to get up from some of that area, but we'll get there. Put the little foam padding down, have some floor, obviously. This entire section under my desk is okay. And then, bam! Look at all that. That is the fruits of today's labor. This side, which was a lot of cutting and matching and all that. So we just have that little bit left to do, and then that side will be done. Then we'll be able to get to the bathroom and then to the rest of all that area.
Yeah, I imagine we're probably going to finish this up this next week, aren't we?
Probably.
Yeah.
Depends how ambitious we get, I guess.
Awesome. Okay.
Yep.
So that's Sunday.
Sunday.
Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday? Oh, time flies by when you're exhausted.
So that vent cover's cutting in place and part of it's outlined.
Yep.
Patty's debating about the last couple inches there.
Well, because we're gonna have storage all along this. So does it really matter that that last bit is
Looks like it's at a bit of an angle to the wall.
Yeah.
So that will be fun to cut.
Yeah. Yeah, so we will see.
Well, let's move on to an easier area anyway.
Okay. I don't think so. I'm looking for. You find any? At least we already got a lot of the ones under the desk. I think that's it.
Alright, so it looks like this is where we're going to end up the week. We just got all of this cleared out to the railing.
All the staples are gone.
Which means that we can extend that row over, but we're getting into the complicated stuff, the edging around the balcony and stairs. Still got a little bit more carpet to pull out here, but that can wait because this line will come to this wall and we can stop it there and finish out to that wall and get this whole area done. And because it's a short enough area, we can probably get this done before worrying too much about the carpet. We'll see.
Hopefully. We can at the very least get the area under the workbench done. So.
And we started working on a design for the trim. I think we're gonna mill our own custom subdued Art Deco sort of stuff.
Yep.
To go with all of the other Art Deco accents that we've got planned for updating the house to something that we can actually feel goes with us, rather than 1976 ski chalet.
Although it is nice.
It's nice. It's just not us so much.
How many times have you gone skiing in your life?
A lot, but
really,
you could ski down our driveway. It is true. So yeah, it's coming together nicely. I mean, it's going to be beautiful. And the acoustics are a little bit brighter, so we're probably going to have to deal with a little bit of acoustic treatment here. But I'm going to wait to do that until we're a little farther along. Because when you start adding things back in, it changes stuff. And I got to do the built-ins here and here as well. So that'll change everything as, too. So, yeah. Okay, I think that's it for this week, and we'll be back next week with some more updates for you guys. Bye.
ciao.
We post videos all the time, so don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Twitter at TYMKRS.